I'm Big Bob.
What happens when you take a true Texan and send him to Hollywood to make his mark in the limelight? We're about to find out, because a Texas boy can't stay gone long. This is the podcast where two totally different worlds collide. Welcome to TEXASWOOD, where two entertaining fellow Texans, Randall Reeder and Brian Promo Miller, get together with friends and surprise guests as often as possible to cuss and discuss. You'll experience the world from their Hollywood, yet very Texan point of view. Hollywood and Texas. If you ain't been to neither, then you gotta tune in. And if you've been to both, well, you may understand. It's time for TEXASWOOD. Let's see what the boys are up to this week.
And we are here.
We are here
at O'Neill's
with Brian Promo Miller
and that guy, Randall Reeder.
I like Randall, that guy Reeder, but whatever. And Desi Lindo.
Change the cue cards.
Right?
Desi Lindo with the Lonestar Cruisers.
Dude.
Yes, sir.
John's cruise over here to check it out, or what?
Well, we, carpool today. We were going to bring the cars, but we didn't have E85 because there's a shortage on it, but,
Yeah, you're at the Toyota Priuses today?
Nah, we're in a Challenger today,
Oh, yeah.
My buddy Philip, so actually another owner, there's me and Jonathan and Philip that are the owners of the Lone Star Cruisers. And,
right.
We just rode with him, to make it easier, just carpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tell us about Lone Star Cruisers, man. Like, what's up with that?
Well, we're a car group. Well, it's not only car group. We're car, truck, bikes. Anybody that wants to come out, they're welcome to come out. Okay. We encourage everybody to come out. We're not like other groups where they race on the streets and like on cruising or cruises and stuff like that. Meets. We don't do burnouts. We don't tolerate any of that stuff. We're trying to bring the old mentality back of the good old days where the car meets, where everybody just meet up and talk about cars. Kind of talk smack a little bit.
What is that silly donut that they do in the
the donuts.
Yeah, but I know donuts, but they call it something else.
Drifting.
Yeah, they kind of like they're drifting around and they whack the people that they.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's like just so stupid.
Yeah, I mean we're trying to stay away from that.
There's so many YouTubes I've seen where they do that and they just pile into the people and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is this your first time at O'Neill's?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've been in Baytown so many times, but.
Right.
First time being here.
After you experience this, you'll be back.
Oh yeah. O'Neill's
there's live music practically every day. They're setting up a band out there right now.
Right.
It's going to come on right as soon as we're finished.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And when there's not live music here, like they call Brian and he just like starts singing at the table.
A little song and dance never hurt anybody.
Oh, right now.
So it's not necessarily good live music every day because occasionally it's just Brian.
Yeah, exactly.
So all right, so y'all do these. So where and how often? Tell us about that.
Well, we try to do like meets and or cruises like every week or every other week. Just to like on holidays. Obviously, we're not going to be doing anything because it's time for family and we're a very family oriented.
What about
group.
Father's Day? You might do a Father's Day.
Oh well,
cruise.
we'll probably do like a Father's Day cruise or a Mother's Day cruise or something like that. Maybe like if somebody wants to do like a birthday, like a cruise drive-by, we might do that and everything like that. But when somebody calls like saying, hey, our business is going like kind of low or something like that, we try to get people to go out there. And usually we get about like 20, 30 people come out there to help them, get back up on their feet.
Sweet.
A better exposure for them and, that's what we basically do. You know, right now we're actually doing doing a fundraiser for this whole month of April. We're doing a wheelchair for warriors, you know,
Right.
fundraiser, and then at the end of the month we have a raffle for 4 winners, like 4 different prizes, or people can
Right.
choose or whatever. And whoever, you know, buys a ticket, that's $5 a ticket, and they can donate if they want to donate. They don't, you know, they don't have to enter to win, you know, like a bucket or like
sure.
cleaning stuff like that. So we try to do all that stuff.
So where can people find you? Do you have a website? Are you on Facebook, Twitter?
We're working on a website right now. You know, we're still in the process of. We have a website, but I forgot the actual name. We have to pay for it to actually get it out to Lonestar Cruisers.
Okay.
But we do have it on Facebook. You know, you have Lonestar Cruisers. We have a like page, which is public to everybody, and then we have a group page, you know, that you can answer a couple questions and agree to our rules. Go, you know, on our rules it says right there, you know, no racing, we're not reckless, you know.
Right.
And we usually look through people's profiles to make sure we don't see any of the reckless activity on their
Look
profile.
at you vetting them, man. That's
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know,
we also have an Instagram too, not to cut you off.
No, an Instagram, man. That's
Yeah, just
that's
Lonestar
where
Cruisers.
all the kids have those.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we got the cool kids. I got an Instagram, but I don't work it enough, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
So,
we're starting to get there. You know, my wife is in charge of that. So,
Right.
you know,
It's funny on the website, like, you know, it's some people don't even think you need websites anymore. It's more like, I think we just do them these days just because it's kind of the thing you got to do, you know. But
yeah.
it's kind of almost a DVD or VHS.
I mean, that's what we're doing. Everything that we do is on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
And we actually even have a MeWe.
Yeah,
That,
we have them all,
and a Rumble.
but we
really?
we haven't even worked the YouTube at all, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually going to
You know.
start a YouTube page and do vlogs and you know,
Right.
show everybody our cruises and, you know, basically inspire people to come out more.
Right.
Like, you know, we try to get anybody and everybody, like even if people are new to the car community or want to get into it,
Right.
our group I would say is the best one to start with. You know, we don't have to. You don't have to have a cool car or a
Right.
show car to come. I mean, you can come
Right.
in, your daily driver, it's beat up and everything.
Right.
You know, we're not going to say nothing about it. At least you're
Yeah.
there. You know.
Nobody's gonna clown you
Exactly.
until you leave.
Well, I don't know. I
I'm just joking.
don't want people to.
No, that's cool, man. It's a place for car enthusiasts to just hang out and
Yes,
chill.
sir.
And yeah, man, that's awesome. You got to let us know when you're doing these things, man. We'll have to
Yeah.
roll out.
Yeah, I mean, I
And,
put a request to invite or to.
That's
friend
the
request
best
on-
way to reach me, man, and I will accept that. And yeah, we'll keep up with y'all, and hopefully we'll be able to make it out to some events.
Oh, of
and,
course. I'd love to see you guys
we'll
there.
invite you out, and you invite us out. And,
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, we're growing the family, you know, a week at a time.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
we're actually having an event here in Baytown at Royal Purple Raceway. It's a street legal racing that we're actually going to be a part of next Friday.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
So if we do race, that's actually where we go, is Royal
Right.
Purple, or we go to like a track or something like
awesome,
that
man.
to, you know, let people, you know, do stupid stuff over there, you know.
Yeah.
That's on them. They
Under
sign
supervision.
Exactly. They sign a piece of paper, you know, hey, you can go do your stupid stuff. You crash into somebody, you're paying for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, man, thanks for joining us, bro.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing what y'all are doing. I mean, we're talking. You know, it's really. I love the way you are. I mean, it's not a ministry, but it's definitely it's a charitable. Like, you know, y'all treating it like a charitable organization. I love that, man.
Yeah, based,
Really
you know,
cool.
family groups. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's what we're trying to do.
Well,
You know.
we'll come out to you. Come out and see y'all sometime and hang out with y'all, ride over or drive over or
Whatever you wanna do. If
something
you wanna
like that.
fly
We won't
over
do
too.
any-
Parachute
we
in.
won't do any
Yeah,
stupid
right.
donuts, I swear. You know,
Tires are too expensive.
That's it. That's
Yeah, they
it.
are.
Yeah.
I know that.
Awesome. Well, man, we're we got a cool show coming up, huh?
We do. We have. Do we tell people now?
Yeah, absolutely. You
We've
mean
been-
who the surprise guest is? Yeah,
You
might
can
as
tell
well.
them.
Huh?
Go ahead, tell
Yeah,
them.
you go ahead.
All right.
All right,
We,
Bri Bagwell.
See what he does? Yeah. No, we've got Bri here.
yeah,
Man, love her.
Yeah.
We've got Bri coming up, and Big Jordan from the Big Jordan
Big
Band. Jordan
Appleby. Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
So I guess we'll be right back on Texas Wood, brought to you by the Ranch Harley Davidson in College Station.
Look at that. We're like getting legit. We got like sponsors and stuff.
Sponsors.
Man. So cool.
Yeah, well, we love them. They
And
treat
we
us
got
like
cool ass sponsors too.
Yeah, it's not like Jed's mufflers or
Jed's
mufflers.
This, I mean,
the Ranch Charlie.
Jed, you're welcome to.
We apologize.
Yeah.
Wait, Jed's
just
not
give us a call, Jed.
Jed's not paying us anything. Edit that out.
All right, we'll be right back at Texas Wood.
Crazy Frogs is the ultimate bar and grill. With premium drinks, signature shots, specials, and incredible food cooked fresh every day. So let the good times roll with billiards, darts, games, and great people ready for karaoke, trivia nights, and good old-fashioned fun. Only at your local Crazy Frogs Bar and Grill.
I want the aisle, I want the dress. We'll both be crying happy tears if you can wait just 10 more years. So don't try to tame a Mustang, don't try to catch the wind. Just learn to love that something for the something that she is. I'll find that place at my own pace. If you wait patiently, eventually I'll want to say I do. I just won't get there as soon as you. I just won't get there as soon as you.
And we are back
We are back
on Texas Wood.
at O'Neill's.
Yeah.
Texas Wood brought to you by Tune-Up, the
Tune-up.
manly salon.
By the way, I need to go get a tune-up.
Me too.
That's
Next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be much better.
I was trying to go today, but Rick had to go get a massage and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, whatever, dude. I need to get tuned up, but whatever.
Yeah, and
Next
we're
week.
here. We're at O'Neill's.
Hey,
Sports.
look at her. She's looking at it like there's nothing gay about a guy getting
No.
his, pedicure
Oh no,
or his
I love
eyebrows
it.
stuff.
I saw videos. I think there was like an earwax. Is that what I
Yeah,
saw you
absolutely.
do?
He did the whole
So
thing.
check
love
it out.
it.
Who we're with.
Bri
Bri
Bagwell.
Oh
Hi
man.
guys.
Dude.
I am not a man, but I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
That place looked amazing.
I think
is
they would
nice.
let you go in there.
Full bar.
Totally.
Well, they
Okay.
have.
They
They
put the
have.
bar back in barbershop.
They
That's
have
right.
the ladies' version called
Martinis
manicures
and
and
martinis and
yeah.
manicures. Yeah.
I'm down for that, but
Okay.
I also like whiskey and like boy talk too. So I'm gonna just have to go
You know,
to
I wonder.
both
I
places.
bet you could probably join. You could still. I bet you would have a membership, and they would put your Rebecca Creek up there or
Yeah.
whatever you drink. You know, is that what you drink?
That is it. Yes, that's what
thought
I'm
so.
drinking now.
Yeah,
I was
so.
trying to like make a joke about like my feet are as gross as any normal man's feet, but I don't think that like we shouldn't make that joke.
No, I don't think that's true.
No,
Come on, you walk on
it's
too many
not.
beaches. It's like they're all like sanded off.
I did go to Mexico last month because what else was I gonna do?
Were you down there with Ted Cruz or?
That was That was
Oh, that was during the freeze. That was 2 months ago.
man.
Yeah, during the freeze,
Yeah.
I was without power, like the rest of us.
Right.
And I kind of loved it, except that was my first week getting back to work after being out of work for a year. So I had like 4 shows the week of the freeze.
Right.
And I have been pretty much okay during quarantine. I've always I'm a really positive person. I'm good at finding ways to make money and finding ways to stay happy, whatever. So I was going back to work, and I had 2 private parties back to back. And the freeze happened, and I canceled 4 shows, and it was my first 4 shows back.
Wow.
I spiraled right into that whiskey bottle. I was really upset.
Now, you've played here before.
Yeah, I played here not too long ago.
Yeah.
I love this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, food's
That's
great,
so
drinks
cool.
are great.
This is sort of home base for me because, well, my motorcycle club, this is where we have our meetings.
Right.
Wednesday, I come up here. They have $25 for 5 pounds of crawfish on Wednesdays. They just started.
That's a pretty good deal, too.
That's a great deal.
Yeah,
So I was here I was just here
You think I
last
can
week.
convince them that it's Wednesday tonight?
I don't know.
I've been answering the phone for that poor bartender because everyone's like, do you have crawfish? And he's like, no, we don't have crawfish. I was like, give me that phone. I'm sitting here drinking whiskey waiting for Randall. I will tell them every call that comes in is like, do you have crawfish? Must be really good.
Yeah.
Well, we're here for
good
Chicken
stuff.
Fried Friday.
Chicken Fried Friday?
Chicken fried steak, chicken fried chicken.
I might do the boiled shrimp or
Chicken
something.
in China?
I don't know. So anyway,
We're watching the figure, me and Randall.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
watching our
that's
figures.
it. Yeah.
Me too. I'm watching it expand.
So anyway, all right. So you're the sea pandemic is over almost, sort of, at least in Texas. Thank God. So you're back to work.
Yeah, I stopped counting my canceled shows at 100. After 100, I stopped counting. I saw Sundance mention like income. I haven't had the nerve to like add up all the income that I've lost.
Right.
I just don't want to know. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But for me, I've played 150 shows a year for the last 10 years of my life, and so has my boyfriend.
Right.
And so it was kind of like a forced halt. I'm like,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of loved it for a minute. Not for very long.
You
but
loved it a little
just
bit?
at the beginning, I was like, yeah, it's nice
But
being
it
home.
was kind of a forced vacation, you know. I mean, I know, like, you know, around our place, we planted a garden and all kinds of stuff, polished our guns. I mean, whatever. Anyway, not that, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway. But no, we enjoyed. Yeah, but we had a good time. You know. Yeah, exactly. Polished
These
our guns.
ones,
So,
yeah.
So no, we had a good time. You know, made the best of it. You know, flew my wife out from L.A. and we just kind of held up at the compound, the Reader, you know, our old ranch up in East Texas. So what did you do during the?
Well, we cooked a lot.
Yeah.
And we went.
Did you record it?
I feel bad. No.
You should have filmed that stuff.
Well, it was real bad at first, but then we got real good at it.
Yeah.
But I hate to even say this because I said this on the last podcast and I got a lot of backlash, but we traveled a lot because we don't get to, and we travel together. We love to hike, so we went to Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, all over
But hiking.
Texas, just to go find the top of mountains, which I don't know why I got in trouble. That was very
Why would you
socially
get-
distant. Yeah.
What's more socially distancing than that?
I know, and we would like, you know,
You get canceled.
I've been canceled so many times. Nothing new for me. We would like hike down to, you know, any brewery we could find open to.
Right.
You know, so we hiked and craft beer drink. It was great.
Right.
Yeah.
And moonshine probably, right? Because that was open. They still sell moonshine.
They never stop selling moonshine. Legal, illegal, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying that you played 150 shows a year for the last 10 years, but you just got a 10-year award was that the Texas
decade, right?
The decade.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I was at the Texas Regional Radio Awards, and I won my 8th Female Vocalist of the Year award,
Wow.
which was very, you know, I'm so
if that's,
thankful.
If that's all you can get, you know, female vocalist of the year.
And then at the end, they had a special award for, you know, most female vocalist wins in 10 years. So I got a decade award, and it was presented by Jay Novacek, who played for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So that was really neat. He gave me...
Heard of that guy.
Yeah. He gave me some whiskey. Well, I thought, because they had decade awards for, you know, band of the year and male
Right.
vocalist of the year. I thought it was like a competition, and I was up against Aaron Watson, Cody Johnson, Randy Rogers. So I thought, there's no way I'm going to win.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was backstage drinking whiskey, packing up my guitar, and then they called my name, and so I ran up there, and I was a little flustered, and I'm not really one to not know what to say, but I was like, man, I'm so honored. It's an emotional thing because I really have been at it that long, and so to be recognized for that, it was sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. I mean, and it's I'm always excited about it because I love Texas country. Like, I'm a huge Texas country fan. That's not where we met, but definitely, like I've been to Texas country shows that he was a part of, all that kind of stuff, and you know I've been hung out with all kinds of crazy cool people from Charlie Robinson, and just I've got all these cool stories because I just love Texas country, and to be friends with you and some of the people that I'm friends with it's just so cool. But I mean, tell me what do you think from inside what's the difference? What is why have you not gone to Nashville or have you, or what do you think about that? Because I know that there's repercussions to going to Nashville, like the whole Pat Green thing, and all that kind of stuff. So, what do you think about all that?
It's a very strange thing for me because this guy yesterday that I was on the interview with, he was like, I would say your music sounds more Nashville than Texas, which I thought was an interesting thing. I feel like my music kind of spans both. Maybe?
I don't think that at all.
I think it's maybe, on the commercial side of Texas country, but on the very countryside of Nashville country. So maybe it's somewhere in the middle. So for me now, the first thing that came to mind was it was really strange to me that my table at the awards was me, Aaron Watson, William Clark Green, Randy Fowler, Sundance, and I was like, wow, this is so neat that these are my peers now because for me, it was really strange. And
cool.
I growing up, I loved Texas country so much, and then when I was in Nashville for a little bit, I said, my dream is to be the female Pat Green. Like, there's no female Pat Green.
Right.
And this guy said, well, we're not going to sign you. Your dreams are too small. And I thought,
oh wow,
what a terrible thing to say because, I also do want stadiums and I would like to be Miranda Lambert, like, of course, but I also haven't really had the luxury of just being able to quit everything I'm doing to go to Nashville. Like, this is how I make my living. So even though I did have a publishing deal with Sony for 3 years up in Nashville, I flew back and forth every single weekend to play live music with my band.
Sure.
And so for me, even though I've done TV shows, I've done the Nashville thing, I've done everything that's not been successful, like Texas music has always been my home. It's always good to me, and I can work hard at it and make a living and I have 5 guys that depend on me, and I think that's beautiful.
I agree, and that's something that's very cool about Texas country. Really takes care of its own. It's just an interesting critter. I mean, what other state has their own genre of music? So that's super cool. So tell us about your. So you got a new album that you're about to start a new album, right?
Well,
and
I
you've
have
got a new single.
New single coming out next month, and that's going to buy me some time to make a new record. I released my last record in fall of 2018, and so now, I mean, y'all know how the game has changed. That's so much time elapsed that, like, my new singles, as I call them when I send them to radio, they can't get on like Spotify playlists and stuff because they're still 2.5 years old. So the trick now is you got to release new music all the time.
Sure.
So I'm releasing a single next month while I record another full-length album, and then we'll release those singles one at a time until they're all released, and then put it out as a whole album. That's
so what's the single?
The single's called Heroes, and I wrote it about loving someone who likes the same music that you do. It's like the closest thing to a love song that Bri Bagwell will ever put out. Not much for love songs.
Yeah, you're mostly, bar fights and whiskey and...
That's right.
Yeah, which we love about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But back it up just a little bit, because you were talking about Nashville country. I think of Nashville country as the old stuff. Nashville country is no longer Nashville country. It just isn't.
Well, it is, but it's still there in Nashville, so it just Nashville evolved into that. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We have some music on.
Yeah.
Look, you said Nashville country, and this
Exactly.
happened.
Someone is.
I will say though that the girls in Nashville right now, like Miranda, Casey
Yeah.
Musgraves, like they are really killing it
Well, yeah,
and putting
because
out
Texas
great.
has moved up there and taken
That's
over.
right.
Well,
That's right.
Maddie Marlowe, her dad is a friend of mine, and Maddie and Tay, when they we went to high school together and grew up together and everything. And Mark but when they went to Nashville, I mean, it was like they really hadn't done anything in Texas toward Texas music, and when they decided that they were going to do something, they left and went to Nashville. I mean, is that sort of what you? I mean, either you're going to be Texas music and play here, or you're going to go to Nashville. Is that how that works? Or
I think for me at least, it's if someone wants to go there, I say go there at the very beginning of your career because
and that's what they did,
Right.
And they've done well.
oh, and they're great.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes, they're wonderful. So it's like for me though, I was going to school, playing gigs on the weekend for money, still in college, and then I got in this scene, and you get really hooked because
Right.
you're like, why would I go to Nashville at this point in my 30s, get a day job, and then try to play 4-hour gigs at night for tips or write or whatever,
Right.
just at the chance of making it when I could just
When you
play
make a
music,
living,
right?
and you already do what you love and
Yeah.
get paid. So.
And nothing against the people that do it in Nashville. I mean, those people, every bar you go in are like the best singers you've ever
Right.
heard. They're
Right.
all good looking. They all sing their tails off. They all write their tails off. So I feel almost like when I go there, like I have a less of a chance. Where like down in Texas, it's like
I don't
there's only a
know.
handful of girls with a full band out there. So like every festival, I'm like the box that gets checked, whether that's good or not good. I'm still there. I'm at
Right.
Ziegfest. I'm at, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, and all I feel like I have to do is go put on the best show that I can put on, make everyone have a great time, and then I get invited back, and then
Well, I think all you need is Texas to secede, and then you're the number one in
Yeah.
the nation of Texas. So, no, but
well, I'm a New Mexican, so they have to make me an honorary Texan.
We'll annex New
Okay.
Mexico. But no, just joking about that. I'm not getting political. Not happening. You hear that? My wife, I'm not getting political. No, so anyway. But,
Siri, did you hear
yeah,
that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hear that, NSA? I'm not getting...
Alexa?
You hear that?
Hey, Big Jordan just walked in the house.
So yeah, man.
What's up, brother?
So on your single, so would you want to like?
Yeah, play
Play
it
that?
for you. I would love
Well,
to.
why
play
don't
it
we
for you.
take a short break, come back and
Can I do
have you?
this, or what?
You just did.
Oh, I did it?
Cut. We'll be
Goodbye.
right back, and we're gonna have something special.
I love it.
Bri
Play a
Bagwell is
song.
gonna
Why not?
play a single real quick.
I had some whiskey. I'm ready to play some music.
Get a refill. We'll take time.
We'll be right back on Texas Wood.
Texas Wood is brought to you by Muscle Cars of Texas in Alvin. Auto Restoration, the premier shop for classic builds in Texas.
We are back.
Bri Bagwell, special performance just for us.
Yeah, just for us. We're like the first people to ever hear this, I swear. So, all right. So, what song? What are we doing? Tell
Yeah.
us about it again. This is awesome.
It's called Heroes, and I write one song a week pretty religiously. So,
Nice.
and you have to like use a word or a phrase or a theme in the song. and I was supposed to write a song about MIA. And I couldn't think of anything, but I went to book a flight on Southwest, and MIA is the code for Miami. Then I thought of Miami. Then I thought of Keith Whitley.
Right.
And then I thought of my best friend Jody Booth, who tries to out Keith Whitley or out Merle Haggard me. Like him and Josh Ward and I, the first time I ever met them, we played a game called Merle to Hurl, and you play Merle Haggard songs in a circle until someone throws up. And I held my own, and we've been best friends ever since. That was probably 15 years ago. So anyway,
Wow.
it's a song that started about Jody Booth, but he's just my
And
he's
Jody's,
just my best friend.
I've seen, y'all do like a
90s
duo
country,
type of thing
yep.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw y'all at Kickin' Cajun or whatever it used to be.
That's right.
Yeah, I dig that guy, man. I dig
he's
that
good.
cat, man.
Yeah, we started just for fun, just playing 90s country covers,
great.
and then people kept hiring us,
Yeah.
and we were like, we're making good money doing this. We should just keep, playing
I
George
love it.
Strait and Jody Messina.
Well, cool. Well, here we go.
Sure.
Heroes on Texas Wood.
I asked you to play me Miami. I found you love Whitley as much as I do. You gave me your Martin, I played Dolly Parton, and tried to show I knew more Haggard than you. We had a connection, but your vinyl collection was a needle straight to my heart. Sewing up broken pieces with old masterpieces. Our love is a true love of art. And you love Waylon and Petty and Willie and Reddy, Loretta, Etta and Johnny and June. Oh boy, I fell for you, 'cause your heroes are my heroes too. When there's disagreement, so Johnny Rodriguez softens the tension and we tend to smile. When you turn on some Ray Price and turn off all the lights, we head for the bedroom and love for a while. There's daydreams and night things, and tell me why that sings. Stand by the man that you love. And we both walk the line because those 45s are as rare and classic as us. And you love Waylon and Petty and Willie and Reddy, Loretta, Etta and Johnny and June. Oh boy, I fell for you, 'cause your heroes are my heroes too. Oh boy, I fell for you, 'cause your heroes are my heroes too.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Thank you. Weird.
God, I can't believe you just played that hit on here, because that is a hit.
That girl got talent.
It was one of those that maybe took like 20 minutes to write, and that's when I always know that it's it might not be good, but it's true. Maybe
Right.
when it happens
No, that's
quickly.
good.
So,
That's
thank you.
that's a classic.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Yeah, that's an instant classic, guaranteed.
That's so nice. Well,
Yeah.
what was cool about that too is we recorded it during quarantine. So like David Grissom's on guitar, who's like one of the most famous guitar players, and then guys in Nashville, like the best guitar steel players in Nashville, are playing on it, and everyone did it virtually. So we actually didn't record it in a studio, which is the first time I've ever done anything like that. But I couldn't wait any longer. I was like,
I love it.
yay! That makes me so happy you like it.
Super cool.
Yeah. Thank
Well,
you.
thanks so much for sharing it with us. We
No
can't
problem.
wait to have you on again. We have to make it like a regular thing or something. And we got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about. Y'all don't even tell you.
Oh,
Yeah, we gonna have some cool stuff with Bri coming up.
that's right.
And yeah, thanks so much. We love you. And Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Happy to be here. Glad that I got to chat with y'all. You're doing some cool things for us. We appreciate it.
I love it. Well, cool. We'll be right back with Texas Wood.
Brought to you by Muscle Cars of Texas.
Muscle Cars of
in
Texas.
Alvin. Go see Vinny.
Go see Vinny.
Or Stallone.
All right. We'll be right back. Love y'all.
Hi, I'm Ryan Lopez with House on Lake Conroe, powered by Connect Realty. I'm here in Lake Conroe area where we're the #1 market in the United States because of our resort-style living, besides being right by Houston. And so if you're interested in buying a house with us, feel free to give me a call at 936-443-7189 or visit me at houseonlakeconroe.com.
Contáctanos House on Lake Conroe, que aquí hablamos tu idioma.
I'm Randall Reeder, and you need to come see my friend Ryan Lopez at House on Lake Conroe.
Nitro Cycles in Deer Park, Texas is your one-stop shop for your American V-twin. Sales, service, Harley-Davidson extended warranties, upgrades, customizations, and one-off builds. We do it all. You want speed? We build speed. Heart-stopping, badass speed. Gear? We've got you covered. Helmets, leathers, clothing, novelties. Have I forgotten anything? Stop by our showroom and service center at 9515 Spencer Highway in Deer Park or call us at 281-838-8045. That's 281-838-8045.
Who's it brought to us by?
It's brought to us by Nitro
Cycle.
Yes,
Dude,
our buddy Nitro.
Dude, I just left Nitro. See, like the so
you're working on your own bike there.
Well, I don't know. If I don't know if I might not be working on my own bike there because I'm not sure if that's legal. But
it's definitely supervised.
Yeah. But no, I'm definitely up there a lot.
Yeah,
we know that. So with our brother, Big Jordan.
Pleasure to be here, man.
You know, Jordan Appleby, that's how I know him, Jordan.
From the Big Jordan Band and also Save Savage Ministries. Save Savage Sunday Service. The man does our worship.
FOS.
The FOS.
That's the music minister at FOS. Yeah, man.
How are y'all?
Dude, we are, we're blessed, man. We're blessed. Like, and I mean, look at this. Is this really a job? Like, it's like, this is hard work, guys.
Yeah.
They say if you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life.
Well, here's what I found. If you do something long enough, no matter what it is and how much you love it, eventually it does become a job.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But,
that's true.
Absolutely.
We're fortunate that we're able to not work with anyone that we don't actually want to have to work with.
It's literally friends is who we have on our show. It's amazing. So, I mean, look at you.
Look at me.
Been friends?
Oh, man.
Everyone look at Jordan.
I'm 34, so 34 years.
Yeah.
I remember going to the gym at LaPorte High School and watching y'all wrestle.
Wow.
Way back in the day.
When he was a wrestler, not a wrestler.
Wrestler.
Exactly.
No, we were wrestling.
Exactly.
We was wrestling. In LaPorte, you wrestle.
Exactly, yeah. In LaPorte, Texas.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Baytown and Highlands, so we're we probably have cousins together in there somewhere.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but you do what you love, man.
Oh, yeah. I always tell people I don't get paid to sing. I get paid to haul all the speakers around.
Right.
Other than that, the singing's free. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. I've been playing guitar since I was 12, and I've been playing in bars since I was probably 16 years old, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Man. You know, I walked into like, I don't know, I walked into a place that you were playing, and you were telling the story about Save Savage Sunday service and how, you know, it's like you've been playing in all these bars and you had to miss so many. You just really couldn't go to church.
Right, right.
And that was is incredible to me. It was touching to me. One, that we got something that's actually, you know, making a difference, but also that's awesome that you've been playing that long, bro. I mean, you know, that's playing for money, doing what you love. That's incredible.
Oh man, I love it. It's but you miss a lot, you know. You only work on the weekend. It's like being a bartender. So that's everybody's like, we're going to the river, or we're going down to Galveston, or like, unless I'm playing in Galveston, I'm not going to Galveston this weekend, guys. Sorry.
You can do stuff with us because, you know, our schedule's a lot like your schedule.
Right, exactly. It's like, who wants to go out and just have a really good time and get obliterated? It's like, Jordan, it's Monday night. I know, this is my weekend.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because I've been, since I was 18, I've been, you know, I haven't had really much of a real job. I mean, I had a plumbing company here and there, and I've had jobs here and there to support my my career. But you know, it is kind of funny because, like, somebody was like, well, hey, don't come on a weekend. I was like, oh, trust me, I'm not coming on a weekend. Like, I don't go out on a weekend. I mean, I just, to me, I don't have a real job. So the middle of the week, you know, would be where my weekend falls. And I guess that's exactly how it is with you, man.
Exactly. So. It's funny you say, like, I don't have a real job. And I hear that all the time. And I'll tell people, like, I mean, I have a real job, but it is real work.
Oh, yeah.
It is absolutely real work.
Oh, no, hardest work. I mean, it's people don't, and with more sacrifice than people can really comprehend. They think it's all, you know, fun and games, and it's absolutely not. And, I tell people, I said, let's see if I don't mess up my own quote, but the road to fame the road to fame and fortune is paved with shame and poverty. You know,
that makes complete sense.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
That's really, I mean, that's exactly what it's like when you finally get there. And I really haven't gotten there. People think I have, but you know, I set out to be rich and famous, and I'm wound up broke and infamous.
Right.
You know.
Well, you had told a story, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, but you. I think you had a friend, you were at some diner or a restaurant or whatever in out in California, and he was like, oh, yeah, no, I saw you on this and that, and man, it must be nice. And you're like, if I lose my motorcycle, I will literally have lost everything pursuing this dream.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And it's absolutely like that. You miss birthdays, you miss Christmases, you miss all kinds of things, and you sacrifice so much to try to chase what you feel in your heart is your calling. It's not about, oh, I'm trying to make some money playing music for a living. Any sane person wouldn't pursue a dream the way that we do.
Right.
Because there is no money in it. If you're in it for the money, you're not going to succeed. You have to be doing it because you love it.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, go get a day job and be comfortable.
They say, hey, I want to be an actor. I'm like, well, let me ask you one question. Actually, I've asked a few questions. The first one is like, would you do it for free? Like, if you weren't, would you act for no money?
Right.
And the answer has to be yes, because for one, you will for a long time before you make it.
Right.
It's like being a wrestler. You will work for $50 or 20, 15. I think I got paid $5 for a show one time, and not to mention the free ones that you've done. But I remember like $5 was one of my payoffs when I was a young
and it was
wrestler.
in a check.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't cash this till Monday.
Yeah. And then as an actor, I had a 1 cent residual check. I swear, and I lost it. I was going to frame it, and now I have a 2 cent check that I have not lost. But I'm hoping to find that 1 cent check, or I get another 1 cent check, because I want to totally frame that.
Absolutely.
1 cent. They spent like 15. They probably spent 40 cents to send me that 1 cent check.
I think it's 46
Not to mention
cents
the
now.
person who had to write type it out and all that. It's so weird, but
Right.
it is a wild ride.
Now, you've got a lot of range because, just a couple of weeks ago, you were doing the Save Savage Sunday service and then packed everything up. And by the time we got here, you were already out on the deck playing. And we came up here, we were eating crawfish. And man, their crawfish is so good.
Oh, it's really good here.
Yeah.
Really good.
They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They got a crawfish guy.
Right.
That's all he does is go get crawfish for them.
Yeah.
And, but y'all's range is, and John Young, wherever he's running around here somewhere, Bob O'Neill and John Young, the partners here, they were like, when we got here and they were sitting out with us, they were like, we love having Jordan here. He plays something for everybody. He's a great party band. So my question is, because my memory would not allow me to remember that range from everything from gospel and praise and worship
and all that. Yeah, crazy set.
All the way to Tom Petty and everything.
Yeah.
And so how is that all? Do you just have to dissolve yourself from remembering anything else?
Basically, birth dates and phone numbers there's no room for anything else. It's just
Your
all
hard
chords
drive
and lyrics
it's
up
like,
there.
I only have room for this.
Yeah, my wife will say, did you remember to go to the store? And, no, but I could tell you the chord change and the key change on that one song I learned last week.
Yeah. And you write music too.
I do.
You wrote the Save Savage song.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. It's not just a good song, it's a great song.
No, it's a great song.
Right.
It's a really great song.
I wrote that one actually with a buddy of mine, so I feel like it bears mentioning. His name's Pierce. He's a local musician around this area, and he helped me write it. And he's really incredible, so I can't take all the credit, man. He really helped me put that together.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, it's so funny because I've written a lot of songs in my lifetime, and I'm very critical of my own songs. There's a lot of them I'll write, and I'll play them a couple times, and I'm like, nah, and never touch it again. And that's one of my favorite songs that I've ever written, hands down.
So are y'all going to play that tonight?
Oh yeah. That's an every show song for sure.
It's in the set for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. So you know something that I noticed when you were playing and we're talking to John, the guy, talking to the guys here, because I noticed that you talk to the audience, engage the audience in a very cool and playful way, but like you were saying, like, hey, don't forget to tip your bartenders and your wait staff, and look, man, let me explain to you what a tip is, and you were like doing the math.
Yeah,
it was awesome, dude.
Oh, that's my go-to joke. That's my dad joke right there.
Yeah, but it's totally cool. I mean, think about like if you're man, that's got to be a big plus for people hiring you. One, you're super entertaining and all that kind of stuff, but you're educational. You tell people how to tip.
Right. Well, and I always say, a tip at least 20%, and then I'll go of your annual salary, which in my case is like $20.
Right.
But it really does bear mentioning, though, because I've been at shows where guys will have a $200 tab and they'll try to tip $10, and it's like, if you're going to do that, just drink at home. Trust me, it's a lot cheaper.
Right.
And don't do your staff like that, because it's not fair to them, especially after COVID and after everybody's had such a hard time even making a living. Don't do your people like that. But there's a lot of really incredibly talented musicians that don't necessarily have the best banter.
Right.
And there's a lot of musicians that they're good, but they're not like just blow you out of the water talented, but they just know how to work the crowd.
Right.
And it's really is a integral part of your show, is knowing how to work your audience.
Yeah, no, it was like watching a wrestler on stage working the audience and all that, but then able to sell them on some stuff that they should know without having them like, screw you, It was cool, man. It was watching a tacticianer, man. And you've honed it over a long time. So I'm telling you, if you haven't had Jordan play at your club, you need to get on it.
How do people reach you?
So you can go to bigjordanband.com, which was recently overhauled and updated. Facebook.com/bigjordanband.
Right.
Or bigjordanband@yahoo.com.
Right. And what's your May look like? Because, that's
May is pretty slammed. I know, oh man, You caught me without my
Oh,
phone.
yeah. You don't remember your dates?
But the whole schedule is up on BigJordanBand.com right now. One big show I do have coming up that I would love to see a lot of people come to is the Sylvan Beach Festival in LaPorte, Texas.
Nice.
We're opening for Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen and Johnny
wow.
Lee. And so my very good friend Jake Bush is playing that show too.
Dude.
So I think we play from 12 to 2 or 12:30 to 2.
Okay.
Or 12 to 2:30. One of the it'll be on the website. But
Oh, yeah. You got to come out. What date is that?
April 24th.
April 24th. You got to come out, see Big Jordan Band and all those legends that you're, that
Carnival, barbecue cook-off. I mean, it's going to be an awesome day.
I mean, yeah, I love that. And so, and then of course, you know, any given Sunday, on any given Sunday, you know, you'll be jamming the Save Savage Sunday service, man.
Absolutely.
And today, this last one was, or a couple weeks ago, was really cool because my grandmother was there, and
yes,
and
that was really awesome.
And actually, you were booked at there at B3's afterwards,
right?
And it was awesome, man.
Oh man, it was cool. Seeing Meemaw jamming out to the music was really cool, man.
So cool. Well, man, we love you, and we'll have you back. And,
For sure.
And we're going to stick around and watch you jam, man.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, cool. We'll see y'all next week. Right? Next week.
We're going to be.
End?
This is the end.
This is the end of this episode.
Of this episode.
But just the start of a long. Anyway, yeah. We'll see you next week on. We'll see you next week on Texas Wood. Love y'all.
Well, folks, that's it for now. Be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the happenings in Texas Wood. God bless, and see you next time.
You know me, I'm always looking for something fun to do that we can make money on that is not remotely like a real job.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of that too. Can you talk about that? It's been really fascinating. I just got on Patreon.
Did you? Well, I got something really cool to talk to you about. Along those lines that you're going to really
I'm not
dig.
doing an OnlyFans.
No.
We wouldn't want you to.
Well, I mean, gosh, never mind. We ready?
Ready? Yeah, okay.
All right, so
Great.
Ryan?
Yeah, don't put any of that in there.
Give us a clap.
Give you the clap? No.
No.
Good Lord.
Please don't.
We.
When we're ready, just yell out action. Oh, you didn't want to get another one?
No, that. I was doing that for.
Somebody, what do you have?
I'm totally
Rebecca
joking.
Drake? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Bri Bagwell, and join me next week. We are at O'Neill's in Baytown. We're going to be chatting, talking, and I might sing a song on Texas Wood.
Yeah, and we're gonna be there too.
They're not as good as me.